Hey there, it's Garland Smith with WebsiteHelpingHand.com, and I've got a great how-to video tutorial for you. In this video, we'll discuss how to move your domain from GoDaddy.com to HostGator.com. We'll start out and talk about some basic concepts. A domain is a unique address that allows folks to access a website. When you registered your domain with GoDaddy, GoDaddy supplied a primary and secondary name server. The name servers provide the functionality to look up your domain address when folks access your website. This is how the internet directs traffic to your website. Moving your domain from GoDaddy.com to HostGator.com involves changing the name servers that were provided by GoDaddy and replacing them with the name servers that were provided by HostGator. If you want to use HostGator to build your website, you need to change the name servers associated with the domain in GoDaddy.com to the ones that were provided by HostGator. This video will provide the steps to move your domain from GoDaddy.com to HostGator.com. Now, it's important to understand that this process is changing the name servers, not transferring the domain from GoDaddy to HostGator. So if your website comes up for renewal, you'll need to do that through GoDaddy.com. However, you'll be using HostGator to build a website. Now, if this is something you've never done before, you might have a couple of questions. First question might be, why would I have my domain on GoDaddy.com but my web hosting on HostGator.com? Well, that's mostly a matter of preference. GoDaddy.com offers an excellent service, pricing, and support for registering domain names. HostGator.com offers dependable service and good support for web hosting at a very reasonable price. Now, in my view, the most compelling reason for choosing HostGator.com for web hosting is that they built a nice integration with WordPress that makes installing and working with WordPress a breeze. So the next question you might have is, why do I need to move my domain from GoDaddy.com to HostGator.com? Well, in order to build your website in HostGator.com and use the rich set of tools available in the HostGator control panel, your domain needs to be managed under HostGator. Now we'll cover the basic steps. When you purchased your web hosting from HostGator.com, you should have received an email from HostGator.com with your administrative details, including the address for your HostGator control panel, administrative username and password, and the name servers for your domain. Capture the primary and secondary name servers so you can replace the name servers in GoDaddy.com. Now, if you've lost or misplaced the email that HostGator sent you, you can get the HostGator name servers by logging into your HostGator.com control panel and scrolling to the bottom of the page where you'll find account information. Now we need to log into our GoDaddy.com administrative account. Open a browser, go to GoDaddy.com and click Sign In. This will bring up a Sign In dialog. Click the Manage Your Domains link under the quick links on the right-hand side of the page. Enter your GoDaddy.com credentials and click Secure Login. This will take you to the Domains area of the GoDaddy.com administrative console. The icons on the menu bar at the top of the dialog will be inactive until you select a domain. Selecting a domain activates the bank of icons at the top of the dialog. Click the Name Servers icon to access the drop-down menu and select Set Name Servers. This brings up the Name Server Settings dialog. Notice that unless you've previously changed the default name servers, the dialog shows the standard setup, which means that you're using the default name servers that were provided when you registered your domain. Essentially, these name servers were provided as a placeholder until you select your permanent web hosting. Click the Custom Radio button to change the name server settings, then click Add Name Server. Here's where we use the name servers sent by HostGator captured above. Enter the primary and secondary name servers supplied by HostGator and then click OK. That takes care of the steps to change the name server settings in GoDaddy.com. However, there's one more thing we need to take care of in order to complete the process and close the loop. The last step is to add your domain to your HostGator hosting account as an add-on domain. This is necessary in order to create the necessary file structure for your domain in your HostGator web hosting in order to store the files that make up your website. If you don't do this, when folks try to access your website, there won't be any content to display. Log into your HostGator control panel, locate the Domains section of the control panel, and click Add-on Domains. This brings up the Create an Add-on Domain dialog. Enter domain name, username and credentials for FTP access, and root directory. This is where your content will be stored. Then click Add Domain. Wait a moment and you should get a success dialog. This completes the process. It can take several hours for the change to take effect. The reason for the delay is DNS propagation, which involves blasting the changes out to the world so that anybody on the internet can access your web content. After making this change, the HostGator name servers will be in control of your domain address. Once the changes take effect, you're ready to start building your website under HostGator.com. If your domain was registered through an ISP other than GoDaddy.com, you would log into the administrative console and follow their procedure to change name servers. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this demo to be informative. Please visit my website to download the electronic version of the instructions and find other useful information related to web hosting and website design using WordPress. My website is www.websitehelpinghand.com. If you've not yet purchased your web hosting and plan to use HostGator.com, here are a couple of coupon codes that will provide savings when you sign up. EZ Coupon 25 will get you 25% off your purchase. EZ Coupon 994 will get you $9.94 off of your purchase. If you use one of these coupon codes, I'll receive a small commission from HostGator. I hope you'll consider using one of these coupon codes, as this allows me to produce videos to share information. I only recommend services that I use personally and believe will add value to my viewers. Thank you. websitehelpinghand.com